And so then after the war, that was George Herbert came, did he?
Jack Baldry.
Oh yes, of course.
Jack Baldry wasn't actually a partner, I don't think. Well, he might have been, yes.
Yes, he was a partner,
Jack Baldry was a partner. When he came out of the Navy, he resumed as a partner.
Right, yeah.
And then George Herbert and Jeff Arscott came about the same time, because George had been in the Navy and Jeff I think had been Army. I think that's right.
Yes, that is right, yeah.
And they were very senior sort of article clerks, and and as soon as they were qualified, they were taken on as junior partners. Well, the first alteration they made was when they moved, because when they took over number 4, and chopped a bit off Mr. Hardwicke's room to make the passageway.
Right, yeah.
And I know I got landed with helping to clear up the mess afterwards. You did things in those days.
Yes.
I mean, be a strike on hand if you asked
Absolutely.
typists to do it.
So who was the builder? Do you know who the builder was who did the alteration there?
No, I don't, but could have either been Tom Wallace, who had an office at the bottom of Buckhurst Road.
Yes, right.
Which finished up as a tax office.
Yes.
I don't know what it is now.
Yes, that's right. Number 6, yes.
Yeah. It might have been him, or he had a firm called Dollery and Roberts who developed St James's Avenue and all those bits up there.
Right.
They were clients, so they might have done it.
And so were the accountants still next door at number 6? Because they moved in there?
They were there at number 6, yes.
Because we then created the driveway through?
That's right. We had to lose. We had a loo out. They were joined at the back by the loos.
Yes.
And so we had to give up the loo. And I remember Mr. Arscott being very annoyed because on number 2, they'd always had the men had always had the loo at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
On the half.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, it was on the half. That's right. And the girls had always had to have the loo that was almost an outside loo.
At the back.
You went through the waiting room.
Yeah.
And down through the very deceptive iron door.
Yes.
Out to the ladies' loo. And and I can remember Jeff Arscott being very annoyed when we went into number 4 that the gents weren't going to have the inside loo there.
No.
They'd got to use
the back one. Yes, that's right. Yes.
That's
and
right.
the ladies' loo is the first floor, number 4, and still is.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Then when Mr. Simmons came back, he had the room on the half landing at the back of number 2.
Oh right.
With the next door to the gents' loo.
Yeah.
And he was there. That's why it probably hasn't still got a slope and
No, and I well remember it.
Yes.
Because that became your room, didn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely. It was a ledger writer's desk.
Oh,
yeah.
And so it was a big sloping desk.
Because the movie had these great big old ledgers.
That's right. And you used to sit on stools.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I've still got the stools.
Have you?
Yes.
Where are they then? Are they just...
They're at home.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, health and safety.
Yes, I
for the office.
entirely agree.
Yeah.
But yes, I well remember
Yeah.
because it was varnished chipboard kind of stuff, and
Yeah.
there was a little lip along the edge of it,
That's right.
so as
Yeah.
they couldn't slip down. The books
Yeah.
couldn't
Oh,
Yeah.
slip
which
down.
room was that now? What room's that now? Is that the... Come up, number 2 staircase?
Straight ahead.
Oh, that... Yes.
That's an interview room now, isn't it?
So
Or
it's
is it
an
a
interview
meeting
room now, yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
that's right.
That was that room, right?
Yes,
Yes.
because then Bob Cole had kind of half a room.
The first floor front
That's right. And then
at
Pam
number
Walden
2,
and
that
Margaret
was
Wilkinson.
divided into half. And then we took a bit off that after that and went through
To number 4, that's
to
right.
number 4 on that floor.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Baldry was in the back room, wasn't
That's
he?
right. Yes.
And now, who's trying to think? Oh, I know, that's the private client kind of meeting room now.
Private client into a room, then you've got Cara. then
Yeah,
you've got the lady-
well that first room where the private client
Yeah.
meeting room is, that was divided into 2.
What's-
And Mr. Cole had one half. The wall actually came from the middle of the
window.
window
Of the bay window.
the bay
yeah.
window.
Yeah.
And
I love it.
I don't think he had a chair in his room because he never sat down, did he?
He did have a chair sometimes when he was on the telephone.
Ah, yes, that's
And
right. Yes.
when he was talking on the telephone, he always waggled his foot, and there was a tin box or something on the
Yeah,
floor.
that's right. That's right. Yes. That's
Yeah.
right.
That's funny.
Smoked like a chimney.
Yes, he did. He did. Of course, that was
Yeah.
his
I couldn't have tea,
undoing.
did I? I need some first.
Yes.
And I can remember that old ledger slope because when we changed over to decimal currency the year before I retired.
Yes. 71.
And 3 great ledgers we had to go through and convert.
Right.
And Bob Cole and Simmons and I did it between us
Right.
overnight.
Wonderful. My
And-
word.
From the 3 ledgers, so when we finished, I think we were only 8 out.
Really. Yeah. That was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, that's.
Incredible. That must have been a heck of an undertaking actually, just to deal with decimalisation.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. When I left, we had 2 electric typewriters in the office. Mr. Cole's secretary had one, and Mr. Ascott's secretary, I think, had the other one. And we had one adding machine, which used to sit on the... There was a big cupboard in that passageway through on the first floor, which had all the land registry forms.
That's right. It
In
was
it?
a built-in cupboard. Yes, that's
It
right.
was Bob's idea. Because
Yes.
previous to that, they'd all been in envelopes scattered everywhere, and you
Forms
could never
cabinets.
find the one you wanted.
Yeah.
Those things are a thing of the past now. That was obviously innovative at the time, but forms cabinets, I mean, we got rid of those.
Yes, they
Yes,
came. Yes.
Yeah,
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 they-
yeah.
Incredible.
And the adding machine sat on top of that.
Oh, did
cupboard,
it? Outside of Bob
everybody
Cole's
had to
room?
go
Everybody
and
could use
stand
it.
there and use it. As prior to that, you had to work out all your interest things, because we used to collect mortgage interest.
Yes. Yes.
And it all had to be, and then on completions of properties you had to work out all the proportions of rates and insurance and everything,
That's
and you had to do that by hand.
That's
Mr.
right.
Ascot wasn't very clever at it, and he always brought his for me to do.
Right. And what about photocopying?
Oh, that was in the back attic on at
Mhm.
number 2.
Yeah.
And well, it was a terrible mess when it first came out, because it used to turn brown after a time and you couldn't read it anyway. Because we used to collect insurance premiums those days.
Sun Alliance? Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, absolutely we did.
yeah.
Yes.
British law at one
Oh,
time.
British law, that's right. It
British
was.
law.
British law
Well,
before.
that was taken over by Simon.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
British
yeah,
law. I'd forgotten
yeah.
about that.
Because
Mr. Eaglebot.
because at one time I did all the insurance.
Yeah.
Mr. Simmons said it was a bit too much. He couldn't cope with it as well as all the ledgers. Because in those days, when it were type conveyances, he used to do his beautiful writing on the back on the
Will envelopes
yeah,
and so on.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
he did.